So the new guy has had a very interesting Easter. He started the holiday with some tweets reminding people he won the election and claiming, claiming that the protesters who want to see his tax returns were paid to march. There were protests in 150 cities and even out in space. So, could all of these people have been paid? Were all of these people?
Oh, they were paid. You know what really got me was, he ran on this faith-based campaign, and Easter Sunday, Resurrection Sunday, is the most holy religious day of the Christian faith. And the fact that rather than tweeting about new beginnings and hopefulness and the risen Lord, he's tweeting about taxes and protests in North Korea. I wonder what the evangelicals that supported him, 80%, and I wonder about the Catholics, I think it was 60% of white Catholics that voted for him, how they felt about that, because I found it so disrespectful.
They don't seem to care.
I think they looked past it during the campaign because there were a lot of things going on that they kept giving him a pass, so I'm sure that maybe didn't bother. I was just surprised he was tweeting. I mean, even Jesus rested on the seventh day.
On Easter Sunday?
Yeah.
On Easter Sunday.
He needs to understand that people have a right to protest, regardless of what the issue is. If people have a problem and they want him to hand over his tax returns or whatever the issue is, he needs to he's the president of the United States. He needs to ignore it. He needs to respect their right to protest and needs to get to the work of what he's supposed to be doing.
And he needs to release his
health
taxes,
insurance,
too.
the economy. I mean, people elected him to do that.
I don't understand why he needs to release his taxes. He says, I won the election, move on. No, we want to see them. What are you hiding, Donald?
The intrigue, the thing that blows my mind is that he doesn't think people could actually just be interested on their own, and the more you withhold something, the more the curiosity grows. The same thing happened to him with Hillary's emails. He kept saying, I want to see him, I want to see him. The more he says he's not going to reveal these, he shouldn't be surprised the number of people wanting to see these tax returns is growing.
Isn't he the only president that has ever not released taxes, or have there been...
I think since Kennedy or something.
But if he doesn't want to, if he got this far and he doesn't want to release them, then wouldn't it make sense for him to just stop talking about it? Maybe he needs to, you know what? When people talk about your tax returns, you don't want to release them, whatever, I think you should, but you don't want to release them. Talk about health insurance. Talk about a plan that's going to lower costs for people.
Can't talk about health insurance. You remember he was surprised to discover how hard it was. I mean, it's so hard. And then you know what happened at the annual White House Easter egg roll, which is happening apparently right now? It was plagued with a lot of planning issues. But here's an unplanned moment that just happened a little while ago. Clip.
Did she just hit him?
To remind him.
Oh, my God.
To put his hand over his heart.
What's wrong with him? What is wrong with him?
What was interesting to me was, the Obamas really did it up with the Easter egg roll, and the people that it's the Wells Wood Turning, the main company that's manufactured the commemorative wooden eggs, had to tweet Donald Trump on February 20th to say, listen, the manufacturing deadline is really looming. Are you going to order the eggs for the Easter egg hunt?
He doesn't know.
Can you believe that?
And the schools and the kids that participate.
Who loves children more than he does?
I love that they knew, though, to tweet him. That was the best way to reach him, was through Twitter. Because he's plugged in all the time.
I understand that you want to be the maverick or whatever, but there are some traditions that require you pay attention. The Easter egg hunt is representative of all children in the United States. You take kids from schools, that's part of what you're supposed to do. That's part of your job. And if Melania is supposed to be doing it, someone needs to get her with the program of what she's in charge of. Because she may not know that this was part of it. But I am glad that she knew enough to poke his ass and tell him to put his hand over his heart. I don't know any adults that hear the national anthem and even if you're trying to figure out which side, come on.
Here's the truth of it. It takes an immigrant to remember to do that.
There you go.